Following a fun outing at the Mo Motorway last round, MARBULA 1 looks to pick up the pace a little bit here at the Stardust Accelerator Grand Prix. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Just a stone's throw, or a meteorite's throw, from the Andromedome. We find us in the MARBULA 1 home of Team Galactic. And I'm sure if you ask nicely, they will take you to their leader, because it's always fun when we are here underneath that swirling, mysterious galaxy globe. I'm transfixed. Well, let's fix our focus instead to the matter at hand. After the last round at the Mo Motorway, we saw a shakeup in the standings, but that's because some marbles have not run the same number of Grand Prix. That could change today when we see many of the other teammates, some of whom their teammates had done double duty in the last race. We get our first look at the Accelerator as Pinky Panther heads down to the far end in the hairpin, and then a new feature here on the MARBULA 1 circuit, these pipelines, these tubes that will get them to the far end of the course. Between the grandstands around the right-hander, you'll see a couple of double apex corners at this track too, and Pinky Panther comes through with a 31.7 flat. Pinky Panther, dismal qualifyings, if I'm honest. 19th, 18th, and 20th in the 3 outings so far in MARBULA 1. Billy, on the other hand, has only done marginally better, and I say that both in time and qualifying finishes. Goes to second here, but 14th, 17th, and 18th for the Green Ducks representative. Mocha comes out now. 3 top 10 qualifying results, but well off the pace thus far. Around that turn, over the line, 33.777. Interesting splits that we're seeing. Oh, and here we've got a taker for the inside line of the split and the pipeline. Does that work out better? Well, Waspy is purple through sector number 2. Another marble that really needs some good qualifyings after 19th, 18th, and 20th. And goes third, but 2 seconds off of Pinky Panther. Oh, trouble there for Smoggy, hitting the entrance to those tubes. Our race winner back at Sleet Street has yet to get it out of Q1 in any race so far. Smoggy weaving back and forth across the line, 34.932. That's over 3 seconds slower than Pinky Panther. This track is confusing some of these marbles. Well, Speedy inherently knows speed, but has only made it out of Q1 once. That was a 5th place qualifying back at Sleet Street in the 2nd Grand Prix of the season, and goes 4th here provisionally. Through the Accelerator comes Thunder, down to that far hairpin. Our pole sitter, speaking of Sleet Street, has made it to Q2 every single race so far, and takes that perhaps quicker line coming out of those tubes. What are we going to call them, by the way? Are they wormholes? Thunder, well off the pace, comes through last. 36.198. That's almost 4.5 seconds behind. That is a massive margin. Alpine, also yellow through the first 2 splits. Has some trouble with that second apex in the final turn and goes 5th. Still 3 seconds behind Pinky Panther. Was that just an anomalous run? Oh, this looks very slow for Jelle. Oh my goodness. Coming to a crawl heading into the Accelerator. I guess if there's ever a time to be slow, but there is no time in MARBULA 1 to be slow, and Jelle is almost 3 seconds behind at the end of Sector 1. It wasn't a terrible second sector, but Jelle gained 15 spots over qualifying order so far this season, and we'll have to dig deep on that one. That is a full 5 seconds behind our provisional P1. Eric coming through now. His teammate Prim, pole sitter last week, and plummeted to 18th. Prim, the worst qualifying to finish results of any marble in the entire field, minus 44 on the season, as Arup comes through in second place. Arup has made it out of Q1 every single race so far this season, and at the midway point here, looks very close to being guaranteed to make it through. As a reminder, the top 10 advance to the 3-lap pole shootout in Q2. See a lot of marbles looking over their shoulders, watching those planets spin. And they will soon be spinning as they come down this course. Question is, will they do it relatively quickly, or will they flounder? Well, that's a lot of bumps against the wall for Minty Fresh. Marble that has qualifications of 17th, 14th, and 9th, so trending upward, but trending downward in race finishes, 5th, 13th, and 16th. Minty Fresh, 2.5 seconds adrift. Through that first split, it's only getting worse. Bumble on course up top as Minty Fresh tries to finish this lap. That was terribly slow. That's a 40-second lap. 40! What on earth? Are we having some time fluctuations? Are we near a black hole at the moment? Oh my goodness. Well, Bumble is trying to put together something respectable. Through that final turn, that was a good exit. 7th. It eliminates Jelle. Bumble is provisionally safe. Glimmer taking that inside line. Marble, whose best qualifying of 6th came at the Raceway, where a finish of 3rd was also the best result of the year. Glimmer not doing terrible through that second sector, but it's the first that really seems to determine the Marble's fate. If they can get it together early, well, then they can manage for the second half of the lap, or the second couple of thirds. Thunder is eliminated. Up top, you see the green flags in the scoring pylon. They are safe. They will advance to Q2. Crush now. 4th place qualifying back at the Honey Dome is the best result. Not going to get anywhere near that here. 13th and out. Momo. Swinging around, and hey, there's a cheer. Starry is on course. Momo comes through across the line. That's good enough for 2nd. Still, a little over a 1.5 seconds off. But hey, in the meantime, the home crowd is going crazy because Starry is out there. 3rd place qualifying in the first race, 2nd place qualifying at Misty Mountain, 5th the next time out. Can Starry go 4 for 4, qualifying in the top 5? Well, we'll have to see. The order now is to get out of Q1, and Starry, is not safe, but is the next marble to be safe if anyone qualifies lower. Tumult comes out now as the crowd here at the Accelerator gets a little hushed. Tumult, 2nd place back at Sleet Street. Has struggled since then. 16th and 7th. That 7th en route to a 15th place finish. And Tumult goes 8th. Starry is safe and will advance. That gives the crowd something to be happy about. Royal through the 2nd split. Still within striking distance of a top 10 perhaps. And the Cobalt's representative on the bubble in 10th. That is desperate times right now. What can Orangen and our final runner from the Crazy Cat's Eyes do? Red Eye is on course. Orangen in the meantime. Couple of turns left. Our pole sitter from the Tumult Turnpike, 2nd place at Mellow Meadows, is out here at the Stardust Accelerator. Red Eye, the final marble left. It will determine if Royal will make it to Q2 or not. And under a second through each of the splits. That's pretty good compared to where a lot of marbles have been. Around the final turn, down the backstretch, Red Eye is safe into 2nd place and will advance to Q2. Royal is out as a result, but mighty splits. The top 10 separated by just under 3 seconds. Last place runner, Minty Fresh, who, I don't know if that's considered a supernova here, that is over 8 seconds back. I think that's a nova. Novas tend to be slower than supernovas. Well, nonetheless, we're ready for the shootout for pole. 3 laps here at the Stardust Accelerator. And we are off on the shootout for pole. Redeye, shuffles back, but we have difficulty for Pinky Panther, who falls from first to third in a single corner and is continuing to drop. Waspy gets by. Everybody chasing Mocha at this point, and Redeye is giving pursuit, following through that far side. I don't know if any of the top 4 or 5 decided to take the inside line. I think they all want to be hung together as they come through this first lap. Given how wide the splits were in qualifying, they have to play it safe, at least through lap number 1, but now gloves may be off. Mocha and Redeye coming off the belt. Then it's Waspy and Pinky Panther. A good gap back from there to Starry, Tumult, Speedy, Arup, Momo, and Alpine. Through the accelerator they go. Trying to draft at the end of it. Some of the marbles losing a bit of steam, but that initial accelerated burst. That has to feel good. Through those tubes, I'm not sure that much passing can be done there, but a good train is developing, and it pushes Redeye to the front. Waspy also getting hounded by Pinky Panther as they come onto the belt. Final lap here. I think Pinky Panther might have had a look, but it did not work for that move at the start of the lap. Waspy hanging in second place. Redeye trying to defend that lead. Down the accelerator. In the backstretch. Into the tubes. Redeye many lengths clear. Waspy trying to secure that second place starting spot on the front row. But Pinky Panther is getting close but running out of corners. In the meantime, Redeye onto the backstretch across the line and has pole position for the second time this season. That is 2 races in a row, at least among those that Redeye has competed, that ended in P1 at the end of Q2. Congratulations to the marble that is challenging for the individual championship, whose team is doing pretty well in the team championship as well. 3 points to Redeye, who has qualifications of 4th, 2nd, 1st, and 1st. Our starting order: Waspy, Pinky Panther, Starry back on the 2nd row, Tumult and Speedy on the 3rd, Mocha, Momo, Arup, and Alpine rounding out the top 10. Be sure to stay tuned for the race tomorrow and what happens at our initial visit to the Stardust Accelerator. We'll see you then.